Third quarter, Conestoga, Haverford. Stoga in their road maroons, Haverford in their commemorative checking for cancer light blue jerseys.
I don't get that.
Little confusion there as a violation committed, and it's going to be Haverford ball. Third quarter brought to you by the Great American Pub. Great American Pub located in Wayne, located in Conshohocken. Get there. It is a tremendous atmosphere. Everything you are trying to accomplish on a great night out or even a business lunch can be achieved at the Great American Pub.
The Hampshires are very famous in this neck of the woods. They're Garrett Hill people, and the pub is just a great place to be.
You ever been there?
I've been there on occasion, Coach. And
just once
I
or
would
twice?
also like to put a plug in for little Tommy Hampshire, #2 at Radnor, who's doing an outstanding job behind the goal feeding and a great opportunist. They need #5 to step up big. That is Zach Parrow. Now they're attacking the short poles. Oh, thanks.
Haverford, slick Sammy Rohr behind the cage right now. And Haverford has dominated the time of possession. Rohr low to high, just wide. Zach Rigo with the backup. Haverford School, Conestoga, a date that was circled, not just because it's part of the Katie Sampson Lacrosse Festival, which is a tremendous event. What a goal! And here I go getting long-winded, and Zach Rigo says, hey, Bookman, shut your yapper and talk about the stinging of corners. Zach Rigo. If he was an ex-president, he'd be John Stingy Adams. Right to right, blistering shot. You're not going to score on Zanino, the goaltender for Conestoga, very easily.
They're dominating the face-offs and Haverford, but I also would like to comment about Haverford shooting. It's quite extraordinary. I agree with you. Robbie Zanino is an outstanding goalkeeper, and he's having his trouble because the shots are so good. But possession, because of the face-offs, they have time of possession. Again.
Will Goral doing a great job at the face-off logo. All the way up top, here's Will McNamara. And I swear to you, he did not leave the field in the first half. I saw him checking the tire pressure of the team bus tires at halftime. One of those guys who does everything. He was making funnel cakes about a half hour before face-off. Shot, goal! Henry Blinn heating up. I told you, bring a fire extinguisher if you want to put that out.
Conestoga must stop the bleeding. They must stop the bleeding. They ought to change face-off men. Change wing people, too.
Henry Blinn logs onto the 3G network. He's ready to take on the Catalina wine mixer. He's snapping necks and cashing checks. Nice ground ball in the middle of the field. Paxton Moore for Haverford coming up with a procedural violation against the Fords.
Coach, I'd like to say Bradley Lord again is bringing the ball across the line. When there's a timeout or out of bounds, Brad Lord touches the ball.
And a totally legit pair of cleats, by the way.
Those Vans, Booker?
They are. I think he was skating, he's riding a longboard.
This is where your big player has to step up. Brad Lord has to.
And no easy task. He's got Warner Bailey all over him like a spider monkey. Tyler Brook. And a cutting Connor Frasina shot just over the cage. And Haverford gets the backup.
Oh, God. Oh.
Stoga just can't get traction on the offensive end of the field right now. And with a 7-1 score, that is something they sorely need. Mike O'Malley doing the clearing duties for the Fords. Haverford in their powder blue, checking for cancer uniforms. Stoga in their road maroon on maroon. And here's Will McNamara, shockingly getting some playing time. Guy who doesn't get in much. Like during timeouts, he usually goes to the huddle, but other than that, he's out there.
A little note, Haverford skips pass quite well.
Jamie Ikeda doing the defensive duties right now for the Pioneers. So many of these kids are so qualified to be a part of that Under Armour All-American game. Inside shot,
Wow.
goal. Henry Blynn's on fire. Totally scoring more than Snooki on a weekend bender. Conestoga right now without the services of Michael McGregor, midfielder number 34, out with a sprained ankle, and it really is wearing on them. They did change face-off men. Jared Jacobs taking that one.
Yeah.
Inside feed. Great play, Jake Scott.
Jacob, there we are, Coach. A great feed by Brad Lord, showing again his superb skills. Jake Scott, son of Peter Scott, one of the great attackmen in Philadelphia history.
Peter Scott played at Avon Old Farms after his years at Harriton, and then matriculated down to Johns Hopkins, where he played on some okay teams. Some teams that did fairly well.
Oh.
I had the pleasure of working San Diego State lacrosse camp with Pete Scott.
Whoa.
About 75 years ago. You know, San
So
Diego,
here we
obviously.
go. Here we go, Coach.
San
Who has the ball for Conestoga? Brad Lord. They're setting up pickup for him. Here comes Goins in. No, he's moving away. He doesn't want to pick. Look, oh.
Ball knocked
I
down.
very careless for the pass.
And Will McNamara in for the clear. Guy does everything. Going up against Goins. McNamara will defer to Sammy Rohr. And now it's Timmy Brooks, the man who got us going on the score sheet. Tammer! A beautiful day here at the Katie Sampson Lacrosse Festival. Third quarter brought to you by the Great American Pub. They have a location in Wayne, Pennsylvania. They have a location in Conshohocken.
Another pipe.
Will McNamara.
I'm going to say
stings the
that's
post.
7 pipes for him so far today.
It's a lot of pipes. And when you say 7, a lot of people pronounce that 4. Great save, Zanino. Inside play by Haverford, just flat out nifty. Ball in and out of the stick of Zanino, and he's going to take it for a spin. Takes a little bit of a knock. We have a shoe off.
Oh, they're really careless. They're really.
Paxton Moore comes up with the loose ball, and here's Will McNamara. Zanino playing without a shoe. I think as a goaltender, they got to blow the whistle. He takes one in the foot right now. It's not going to be pretty. And now they get the whistle. 6:22 to go, third quarter. I can't wait for this entire event to be over so I can get to the Great American Pub. Great food, great atmosphere, flat screen TVs everywhere you look. The Great American Pub in Wayne. There are a bunch of the Radnor alums meeting there tonight. We'll go over some scripture, maybe read a psalm or two. Third quarter, and Haverford School rolling heavy right now, like Danson and Highsmith back in the movie The Other Guys. Henry Blinn defers, gets it up to brother Peter Blinn. Zach Rigo spins it up top. Sammy Rohr. Pass knocked down.
Go! Oh!
And it's going to be off of Miles Thomas.
Oh.
And Stoga, again, still fighting for that traction.
Conestoga putting their short stick defending middies in.
Just goes to show that high school lacrosse, sometimes you're the guy on the Buffalo, and sometimes you're the Indian. Blinn near side, defended by Nick Radnor. Henry Blinn can play a lot of different kinds of lacrosse. He can play the outside game and sting it from outside. He can be a slasher. He can play the inside game. Nice takeaway by Thomas. Ball onto the carpet, but picked up, and now Stoga pushing it. Andrew DeStefano. DeStefano right down Lancaster Avenue, shot goal.
Whoa.
DeStefano finishes the play. Hope he headed to the Great American Pub to celebrate that one.
I think he kept going. Coach, I'd like to say about Henry Blinn, a great lacrosse IQ. I just love his sense of the game, his timing.
One of those guys who can play a lot of different kinds of games, and that's what makes it so challenging to defend this Haverford school team. Bradley Lord, he's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up. Lord, shot goal!
Yeah, what a great individual effort. Bradley Lord, University of Maryland, get attention. He's gonna do it. Got the loose ball, scrambled downfield, made a great stop, and what a great shot.
Booker, these public school kids have a little scrap in them.
Yeah, they do.
They can get the mo going pretty quickly.
Scratch it out. How do you think I ever got a prom date? Tenacity. The crowd now rallying behind Rocky here.
I can't believe that Aikita didn't get the ball. You got to play him now. You got to play him.
Ooh. Ball goes onto the turf, and now we get the failure to advance.
We got a game.
Stoga possession here, 8-4, 9-4. I can't read it.
It's 8, Booker.
You get to my age, a little tougher on the eyes. You young bucks.
Eric Strid providing a lot of help up here with us. Now look
Bradley
at this.
Lord. Little shot fake.
Oh, just missed the GB.
Warner Bailey. And that's going to give possession back over to Stoga. The tenacity really showing of the Stoga Pioneers.
Even,
And then he just missed flat out.
yeah.
Tyler Brook, little swim move.
Oh.
Held up at the even spot. That's a good call. That was a hold. It wasn't much of a hold, but it was a hold. This man up brought to you by...
Now we're talking 30 seconds.
This man up brought to you by Strid Wealth Management. You ever interrupt me again, you're not getting your allowance. You understand me? I'll hit it, old man.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
It's great to be in your 80s. Here we
even
go. Bradley Lord in the middle.
Just
It looks
walk
like a
on.
3. No, I was going to say a 3-3-3, Coach. What?
A 3-3-3, that'd be an illegal procedure. Frasina sharing it behind the cage, Tyler Brook. And Alex Mezzi getting some man up time. This man up brought to you by Strid Wealth Management. Shot low to high.
Oh my God!
Connor Frasina.
Unbelievable.
Great Abe Lincoln's mullet.
This game has taken a turn, ladies and gentlemen. What looked like a slaughter has now become a lacrosse game.
crowd behind him, big George Corrigan behind him. The Goodrich blimp flying over. Great event here at the Katie Sampson Lacrosse Festival. And CUDA.com thrilled to be a part of it. That man up brought to you by Strid Wealth Management. Striddy,
Yes,
you got a lot of funk in your bag.
I like to bring it.
Old school Parliament funk. Great play by Sammy Rohr to maintain possession. But a great timely check. That's a moving pick, but we're going to let that one slide. Bradley Lord's everywhere. He and Will McNamara are guys that just play a lot of lacrosse in a lacrosse game. Not opposed to players who stand around and do a whole lot of nothing, which is basically my game. Will McNamara, crazy Ivan up at the top of the box. Shot, goal!
Oh my God.
And now we got bodies flying, but Henry Blinn scorches another one.
He's on fire. He is absolutely on fire. The guys, they probably should shut him down now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice shooting, Tex. Bringing it. 9-5 now the score. That shot puts Haverford back onto a little bit of momentum that they lost. Third quarter brought to you by the great people at the Great American Pub. Location in Wayne, location in Conshohocken. The other thing about the Great American Pub is if you're having a big event, if you want to have a huge birthday party or a surprise party or some kind of business function, check out the Great American Pub because they can accommodate your large group. I went to a great 50th birthday party for Bill Brazier not too long ago at the Great American Pub in Conshohocken, and it was a lovely event.
Are you talking about Dollar Bill Brazier?
Dollar Bill Brazier, the Dollar Llama. Big hitter to Llama. Stoga gets the clear. Miles Thomas possesses across the midfield line and relinquishes it over to Adam Goins.
Miles Thomas has shown us a lot today, Coach. He's been everywhere.
Pierre Atkinson back in on offense. He and Jordan Klunder.
Jordan's gone. Coach, he's gone.
Definitely had a step. Could have driven more at the goal. Klunder bound for Drexel. As Tyler Brook will put it in play for the Pioneers.
Connor Forsina right now, a player that I like a lot.
Forsina guarded by Paxson Moore. And you can see that early slide package ready to go.
No, I think it's
Strip delicious for Paxson Moore.
It's just like you just play a game.
Inside
There's
ball.
no winner of it.
Pinballs around, then corralled by Landman.
More like a festival than it is.
As we creep down towards the 1 minute mark remaining third quarter. A huge thank you to the Great American Pub, making it possible for CUDA.com to come up and cover amazing high school lacrosse action. If you're not impressed with the level of play out here, you need impression lessons.
You got one play left here. Let's go.
Take the shorty.
35 seconds left in the quarter. Jordan Klunder driving against Mike O'Malley. Klunder gets it back over to Bradley Lord.
Double.
Lord plays a little two-man game with Klunder.
Have a shot.
And Tyler Brook low to low.
Yeah, oh, whoa. How about that behind the goal maneuver?
Great
Unbelievable
two-man
what they
game.
did.
Great two-man game.
They overshifted on Brad Lord, who moved the ball to Facina, and then he moved the ball in front. What a great play.
Wait till Otis sees us. He loves us.
Bruce Ikeda down there just waving up to us.
And with 10 seconds left in the period, Miles Thomas, long shot, still had time. It's unfortunate that he couldn't see the clock because he could have made more of that opportunity, but that's just a sort of omission. And we will step away at the end of the third quarter. CUDA.com and the Great American Pub bringing you the Katie Sampson Lacrosse Festival from Radnor High School.